You're listening to 91 Reasons, a journey into the twisted landscape of pop culture. Keep your hands and arms inside the podcast at all times. And now, The Voice, Jeff Tucker.
So it kind of leaves me bored.
That's why Michael runs away to the train.
Yeah.
They have, it's like...
Austin is telling us about Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
A lot about
Well,
Pittsburgh.
I'm talking about Pennsylvania.
We're in the car, driving back from the American Girl store, and we're going to be in almost 2 hours traffic, so we might as well talk, right?
This stemmed from the fact that I really don't like LA. I was going on a rant about LA. This town scares me.
I don't like the traffic in LA.
I don't like the traffic.
But they have traffic in Pittsburgh.
You know what? I've seen the Tunnel documentary from a few years ago. It's a documentary all about Pittsburgh traffic. I've actually watched this.
I believe it.
And it's all it is just people complaining, and it's funny. They're like, you have an attachment to the traffic, right? Because the city's beautiful. But I won't lie, the traffic is nothing compared to us. It is still traffic, but it's not anything like LA. They say, like, it takes an hour and 25 minutes to get around the whole Pittsburgh area, which is a joke. Like, it takes 90 minutes to get anywhere in LA. The traffic here
we just put it in it told us
an hour
47 to get home.
Give or take longer.
From LA to Buena Park right now.
That is insane. We still live in greater LA area. Like,
yeah, we're about 20 minutes from home,
yeah.
But, 2025, if there was no traffic.
And Pittsburgh is huge. All of the Pittsburgh area is massive. And the traffic's not that bad. Here, this is the traffic capital of the world. Maybe New York is worse. That's the only one I can think of. It's just a nightmare. So I'm moving to Pittsburgh.
No thoughts, Dad? You're awful quiet.
I'm just listening to him talk about Pittsburgh.
I want to move to Pittsburgh so bad.
Wow, look at these houses.
You know what?
Those are pretty.
No, they're not. I don't like the look of these homes. I would not want to live here in the miserable weather in a $1.7 million home where I get robbed every night because everyone here is all fishy. We had a guy walk up to the car a few hours ago. We should talk about that.
Oh my God, that was so weird. We were on Melrose Avenue, like in the heart of Melrose, like by the Groundlings and all the cool little clothing stores, art
Even
bars.
all the abandoned
and we were stopped
stores.
at a red light, like completely stopped still. There was traffic on both sides. And suddenly this guy comes out of the store. I don't know if he was a store owner or worker. He comes out and he starts walking in the middle of the street. So I'm like, I was watching the traffic because I didn't want to just start going. I thought he was going to cross the street. But he comes directly to my window.
Like reach through and touch it.
Like just stopped at my window. So I made sure my door was locked, first of all. And then he wanted to say something. So curiosity, I rolled down the window. And he went, hello.
Next thing we know.
And then the light turned green.
And the light changed and I drove away. But it was the weirdest thing ever. That was so creepy.
I emerged from the situation with only 5 stab wounds.
No, it was I thought I was in like an episode of Heroes. Remember that TV show?
I thought I was in downtown
I felt like
LA.
he was going to come do something weird, like
it's true. I'm in downtown
superpowers
LA.
or I don't know. I didn't make that one. I missed the light. Sorry, guys. But yeah, that was really creepy. So hopefully, no weird people come up to my window.
We live. This is LA. Everyone here is a weirdo.
Oh, I thought it was a watermelon.
It's the colors of watermelon.
I hate how you can look around and everybody here looks like a serial killer or a criminal.
Not
they all have something
You think
going
that
on.
child looks like a serial killer?
Yes. Look at his soccer ball he's holding. He's going to kill somebody with that ball. What's going on in the, what is that?
We are on Beverly and
toilet?
Wilton. I have no idea where we are.
What's going on in that portable toilet?
If my phone wasn't telling me where to go, I would have lost right now. But my little GPS person, which I call Rhonda, should be speaking any minute to tell me where to go.
Look,
Don't let me down, Rhonda.
I'm not trying to paint Pittsburgh as a perfect utopia. It is still a city. It has
The words utopia and Pittsburgh aren't even near each other in the dictionary,
it's so
man.
Weird that this is the magical city you've chosen to move to.
Well,
Go to.
You know what?
Which means I'm going to have to go there. And I don't want to go there.
I was watching one of those documentaries, and they said it's the closest thing to Seattle that's not Seattle at the same time. And I kind of agree to that.
Okay.
Because I've wanted to move to Seattle for a long time. That was my location.
Oh, many years.
But it is so expensive to live there. I've looked into it. I've priced it. It's very pricey.
Seattle's another one of those progressive cities like San Francisco where they've banned straws, plastic bags,
Yeah, they're hippies there.
but you can live on the street and use as many hypodermic needles as you want. So
And Pittsburgh is kind of like how I pictured Seattle in my head before I actually went to Seattle.
Bank of Hope. Isn't that a weird name for a bank? Would you want to bank with the Bank of Hope?
Hope my money's there.
I'm
My money's
saying
there.
that's not very comforting. I wouldn't.
Have you,
think
Austin,
that.
have you listened? You like Billy Joel, right?
I love Billy Joel.
Have you listened to Allentown?
I've not.
That's about Pennsylvania.
I should listen to that.
Oh, it's really good.
Is it
song
related to
about
the Allegheny?
It's about the factories closing down.
Yeah, so a bit about
He
Pennsylvania.
knows so much about Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
He has been studying.
Who's the governor?
It's crazy studying.
I forgot his name. He's only been in for like a year. So, I know he's Democrat. I know that. But Pennsylvania is very weird. They have a Democratic governor, always, but they vote Republican in the election. It's kind of like a split 50-50 political thing, where it's half Democrat, half Republican. Which sounds good. I'm okay with that. Versus, something like Seattle, where it's very clearly
California,
all one way.
everybody's a liberal.
Everybody's Democratic. I wouldn't want to move somewhere that's conversely all Republican, but I also wouldn't want to move somewhere that's all Democratic. I like a balance. So,
I'm kind of got
That
my gut
car
on
had
it.
handprints on it.
From dirt or blood?
Well, they weren't red.
Dirt. Don't
but
be concerned.
but no, the government seems to be pretty good there. They're very clear that they want independent business to prosper.
Whoa, who's
but
honking
they,
and why?
Oh boy,
Do you hear these cars?
Yeah, I don't know.
they very much
We're in
want.
such bad traffic right now, and we haven't even got to a freeway yet. This is just the streets to get us to a freeway.
Pennsylvania
Oh my gosh.
and Pittsburgh is very much home to independent businesses and keeping homeless off the streets, which I'm all for. As you can see in LA, not only is it covered in homeless, I can see two right now, but I mean, nothing here is an independent business. It's all just like a nightmare. We were just talking how everything here is so hoity-toity. Oh my god, I hate it. It's either hoity-toity or shut down. It's a lot of just abandoned
Copper
buildings.
Still Bar.
That doesn't look in business. It looks like a mafia flint, like everything else in this
Coin
town.
laundry. It's bright orange.
You know what? This is a great segue. Let's talk about the time we were in LA, dropping Luna off for Anime Expo, and Mom had to use the
Oh
restroom.
no, we shouldn't talk about that.
This is a great story. And we decided to stop at a coin laundromat.
I thought
Mom?
it looked like a safe bathroom.
Sure. It's LA.
It wasn't, but the nice man with the gun told us where to go to get back into a good neighborhood.
Yeah, they had a gun. That should tell you that much. It was a coin laundromat with a Burger King built into it.
Yeah, that was odd.
And it was like 100 degrees.
Hey, what is this place? This little coffee-looking drive-through
That
thing.
looks really
It's an old
What
old
is
service
that?
station.
It's
That
an
is-
old gas station, but the painting's like all 80s on the side of the building.
Yeah,
Isn't it business?
I don't know.
Doesn't look like it.
it's not open today.
It's got an
open
A
today.
on it. It's been
does,
rated
but-
by the health department.
God, everything looks abandoned. It depresses me.
I don't know what that was all about. It was a cute place, though.
They used to be. This looks like that's something out of a movie. This
Is
place
Rhonda
cool.
going to talk soon? Are we almost to a turning point here?
It was 4 miles, so
One more mile before we go somewhere else. Look at the cactus Mexican food.
In 1
That's cute.
mile,
Oh, there she
take
is.
a slight right turn onto Silver Lake Boulevard.
Okay, Rhonda. Slight right, Silver Lake.
listen. You want to go down about 2 blocks. There you're going to see an old Chrysler up on cement blocks. In that Chrysler's my friend. Now you tell him I sent you, he's going to tell you where the interstate is.
So, anyways, back to Pittsburgh,
Oh,
right?
no.
So, for some reason, there's this idea that Pittsburgh is still a soot-covered mill city.
Soot cover. Soot.
The handprints are paint.
How do you say soot?
SOOT,
Yeah.
soot.
Basically, it was a really polluted, bad city. But in the 1980s, Pennsylvania was, Pittsburgh was a very poor town because coal mining was dying out, which was really bad for the town. They really relied on coal mining. So the town decided in the late 80s...
Red light again.
Hey, thrift store. I'll be right back.
Don't you guys care about my Pittsburgh
Vilma Thrifty Store.
I like this little fantasy cottage here.
Yeah.
And it's kind of
It reminds me of that place in Anaheim that we stayed for our honeymoon. If there was snow on
It
the
reminds me of the entrance to the Queen Mary.
What are these motorcycle guys doing? Why do they always get to cut in front of you? They think they're all cool. Look at them.
You guys cut off my Pittsburgh story.
Oh, I'm sorry. There was a thrift store.
But what I'm saying
It
is...
was around 1932
I'm in the 90s now.
that a young man drove into Pittsburgh with grand dreams. Now, that young man murdered a good...
Oh, God, let him talk.
How Pittsburgh
He will never stop.
was that they reinvented themselves as a medical town. They had the highest hospital count of quality in the nation. They have the best hospitals.
Oh, well, I should go there because I'm
And-
ill all the time.
I mean, they say if you have medical problems, go to Pittsburgh because they have the
Really?
nicest doctors.
Oh,
They
see?
have the big
Good place to retire
The
then.
tallest building in Pittsburgh is the Pennsylvania Medical School.
Ah.
They have tons of hospitals, and they're
know
known
so
for
much about
exporting medical
Pittsburgh.
equipment now. That's their number one.
This is the
export.
problem with
Asperger of
Wikipedia.
Austin.
What?
This is the Asperger in you coming out.
Is
You
it?
found a new thing to fixate on,
Yeah.
and right now
probably
it's
is.
Pittsburgh. If
Yep.
you want to know any facts about Pittsburgh, call
You know
Austin.
what? I get hooked. I really
know.
do get hooked.
I hope you move there. Otherwise, it's going to be so much knowledge in your head that you don't even need.
I think it's interesting. I know a lot about Nevada and Las Vegas too. I've read a lot of books on Vegas.
That's true.
If you want to know about that, I can tell you about that. Look, I have Asperger syndrome, okay? When I find out about something, I want to know everything there is.
Oh, I know.
And when I'm busy with schoolwork, I need something that will calm me down. And what happened was, I used to watch tons of YouTube videos of guys complaining about video games, and it drove me insane. I got so sick of listening to it all. And I wanted to find something to watch that wasn't just like... The internet is people complaining. It drives me nuts, I swear. Right? The more time I spend online, I've completely removed myself from most social media, only to promote my artwork. And I wanted something in my free time to consume that wasn't related to politics or the internet or social media that I could relax from.
So, of course, Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Well, just
Makes sense to me.
as a whole, travel documentaries, books, historical books, stuff like that I've really gotten into lately. Just
Maybe you should fixate on American Girl.
Um,
Then you could talk to me about it.
At least it's historical, kind of. Not really.
American Girl's historical.
Yeah, I
They have
guess.
the Be Forever dolls. They all have stories.
They need a Pittsburgh goal that's covered in soot. It's like a steel mill walker.
There's Jack
Hey, look,
Skellington.
it's Jack Skellington painted on the building.
Wow.
Along with, what's
Olaf.
that? Olaf and Jack, you know.
Anyway, so I used to talk about a bit about my introduction to Pittsburgh.
One-Eyed Jack.
And how I got
Look
wrapped
at
into this.
That Rancho Market, there's a little window thing it's pointing to, and it says One-Eyed Jack. What does
That's
that mean?
creepy.
I have no
One-Eyed
idea.
Jack.
Maybe there's a little dude in there.
Maybe he's in there.
Yeah, there's a guy in there.
Yes.
One-Eyed Jack's
Anyone
in
ever
there.
been to One-Eyed Jack before?
It's on Beverly and Heliotrope Drive.
Interesting.
It was, oh my god, almost a year
Oh,
ago.
everybody's honking again.
I won't lie, it feels like 10 years ago, but it was
Yeah,
almost a
girl.
year ago that I'm going to take everybody back here to when Mom had the flu.
Oh, gosh.
That was awful. And I was going
And
through
I got
a
the
funk.
flu shot this October and haven't got sick
Yes,
once.
you haven't.
Knock on wood.
It's yes.
Isn't it amazing what the flu shot can do? I suggest if you haven't got it, get it.
Basically,
Never too late.
last
thank
spring,
you.
a lot of
Yeah,
bad
and you
things.
are sick right now, and I am not. In your face.
A lot of
I'd
bad.
rather be sick than,
Not me.
get that awful shot, so.
A lot of bad things culminated at once, and I was really sad. It was like an all-time low for me. I was not doing good. I was at the end of my senior year, and I was just depressed as heck.
That's a requirement for the senior year.
It
Sorry.
is. I had the senior blues.
Yep.
Didn't know where I was going. Didn't know what job I was getting or anything. And it was the night of, I think, your birthday in April. And I think you were still sick. You had the eye patch on. I know
Yeah,
that.
from like January to literally almost my birthday. I was
Yeah.
sick last
Oh, I remember when you had those steroid injections?
one time this year.
Oh,
always
you were
remember that
the
as
worst
Mom's eye
person
patch.
You were so
ever.
Right.
awful. You were so mean.
So
Oh, and she kept
Couldn't
eating.
control
She
it.
kept eating meat.
Couldn't control it when you're
That-
taking steroids. You can't.
How much
control
bacon did you eat that 2 weeks?
I loved meat at that moment.
that whole week I had been playing Super Mario Odyssey. That game completely
That was
blew
a
my
rough
mind.
spell.
You get to run around the whole world as Mario. You get to look at pamphlets and brochures and travel. It's such a great
My
game.
only issue now is only asthma. I've been really good this year, you guys.
But I was playing that
Just
great
3
game,
months
right?
in. Don't jinx it.
The night of
Don't
your
jinx it.
birthday,
Knock on wood.
Aldo
Oh,
shows
there's
up.
a name we haven't said
Yes.
in a year.
Aldo, I remember you. I love you if you're listening to this. I just want to say thank you, because what's about to unfold is kind of incredible. He got me a $20 Nintendo digital card, right? This was about a week after I
It
got
was
that
a
new
belated
Mario
Christmas
game.
or something.
It was belated Christmas.
Wait, can you just put that on hold for 1 second because it's a location thing?
Oh God, where are
When
we?
you get old, you're going to live at 3918 Beverly, Dixboro.
Exactly.
That is
This
pretty
place
funny.
is called Dixboro. Spacious, unfurnished apartments. All utilities paid.
And you're so Beavis and Butthead. Dixboro.
You interrupted my
it's called
emotional story.
Dixboro.
Okay,
Hear
emotional
that.
story, continue.
Yeah.
So I got home that
You live
night,
at
right?
Dixboro?
With $20 in my pocket
Oh, look, there's a
to buy whatever
helicopter.
video game I want.
Yes.
Hello.
So I figured, whatever game I buy, it might suck. I should try something new because it's free.
So you bought Tetris.
Yeah, basically. No, I bought this game that kind of looked like Animal Crossing. It was this cute little game with animals. It's called Night in the Woods.
We're okay.
And I wish I had known then what I was getting myself
Am I supposed to
into.
stop here?
I don't know.
This street is crooked. He's
The,
out there.
by the van stop, so.
Okay.
Look at the Jollibee.
Jollibee,
Yeah.
we used to go there in Long Beach.
Oh, I want to go pose with the little bee.
Oh my god.
Is your story over yet? Can we talk about something else now?
He got Night in the Woods and it changed his life.
No, but what I'm saying is, so it follows this game about a cat named
Oh,
May
no.
who's
Oh,
going
sorry.
through a depression,
Uh-huh.
who is attending school in Pittsburgh.
Oh, is that where Pittsburgh came from?
Well, here's what's funny is
Thanks,
I later
Aldo.
so she doesn't know what to do with her life, so she decides to move back to a small town, which is a parody of Squirrel Hill, the Jewish enclave. And she decides to move back in with her parents and drop out of college because she
Is she
doesn't know what to
Jewish?
do with her life. And this game is so amazing.
Green, I
It
can go.
really helped
Wow.
me in every way.
Just so you know, Austin, I've been inspired and I am moving to Vice City.
When I first played the game, I really didn't know what to make of it. I didn't know why I liked
I'm
it
going
so
to Yeovil.
Yeah,
It's-
Yeovil and Farmville.
It's a very dark and scary video game. It gets very intense at moments. But I think I latched onto it because it does kind of mirror my life in a way.
Oh my god, under the red light.
May's parents...
Hey, there the president lives.
May's parents aren't doing too well financially.
Oh my god.
And they're going to lose their house. So May has nightmares about them losing the house. And it kind of reminds me of
Here. If I do
the financial problems we were having a few years ago. And I really related to it on a personal level. I connected with this game.
You related to a cat game, guys.
I know, it's silly. It's just a video game.
Whatever
But
helped.
it
Have
is-
you heard of that new Twitter
It
feed?
did so much to help me.
All it is it tells you which video games you can pet dogs in.
Oh, God, yes. I know. I've heard of that. Can I continue my emotional
Oh,
rant?
please.
Oh my
Please,
I
god.
also
we're riveted.
love that in a time where politics are so divided, everything's so awful online,
Whoa.
that Night in the Woods is an apolitical game.
That guy's
It has
awful
characters. that
Look
are-
at kids. We're all gangbangers.
Oh my God.
Green
Is
light.
he going to pull a gun out? What is he reaching his pants for?
He's scratching his
Just
snits.
drive.
my
It's
God.
LA.
Watch the
Just
van.
drive.
That guy was
Watch
so
the van. There's
scared.
only one lane here.
Okay, what did she say to do? You talked. Do I get over there?
I don't know.
Or do I get here? You guys, you gotta listen to Rhonda. Continue straight. Okay.
But Night in the Woods. Can I continue?
Austin. Oh my
It
God.
has
Please
characters
stop talking.
it has characters who are very Democratic and characters who are very Republican.
Oh,
And-
there's even politics.
Yeah, it's,
Republican
it's a-
dog.
Animals.
you know what? It uses the animals to tell really deep and sad themes.
Like George Orwell, like Animal Farm.
I just find it funny that I had only found out about this game because Nintendo, of all companies, was recommending it.
I think I'm getting on that 101 South.
I find it so funny they endorsed this really dark game. I mean, the real plot of the game is that it's about a serial killer trying to hunt May down and kill her. And up until, I mean, if someone had told me that I would play this video game about a serial killer and politics and dark themes, I would have said, absolutely not. That game sounds miserable. Yet, I think it changed my life. That game, it is so good. It blew my mind.
You're a game player for high recommendation right here.
Well, I didn't talk for months. I was just confused on it, and a year later, I'm still thinking about this game when I go to bed every night. I think it really touched me.
Touched him.
It did.
This kind of reminds me of me as a child watching Milo and Otis.
Additionally,
and then thinking about
to
the animals
add on top of that, this entire game
I
is
don't know why you'd watch that movie. It'd get you so depressed.
That's a
It
depressing
used
movie.
to hurt me so
She'd
bad.
cry, and then she'd be like, "Can I watch it again?"
This whole
Okay.
video game was made with vector graphics,
Oh my god, he's
which
still
is what I
talking.
make on the computer, and it's about graphic design too. So you've got graphic design,
Just meant to be.
fully anthropomorphic
Meant to
animals, in living in the city of Pittsburgh, dealing with problems that I don't like talking about or coping with.
Look, there's a dog. He thinks he's people.
Can I talk about Milo?
I know it
Otis,
seems
though?
silly
Yeah,
to
let
wipe this
Josie
game
have
off.
a turn.
Okay, continue.
Okay.
Told your life story.
Milo and Otis
Yes.
is one of the world's saddest movies. I think I just have a thing for, main characters dying. Or, just not, having a good day. Because I like Bridges to Terabithia. I think that's one of the best books I've ever read, right? Bridges to Terabithia is great. But Milo and Otis, it doesn't have any, it doesn't have any words. It's just watching animals, and then, a narrator comes in every now and then and tells you what's going on. But it's about this farm cat and this farm dog who are best friends, and then they, get lost in, the woods. And it's, 4 years later, and, the cat finally finds the dog. The cat's been searching for the dog, but, the dog has, a whole new family, and, forgets about the cat. So the cat has to go home by itself. It's the saddest thing I've ever seen.
It's a depressing
And
movie.
I used to watch it all the time.
Yeah, you did.
It's narrated by the legendary Dudley Moore.
Is it interesting how, the stuff that sticks with us that we love the most is the darkest, most depressing media
No.
ever?
Disney thinks you need stuff that talks directly to you and you learn about things.
Night
happy.
scared me. I had nightmares because of that game, and I love it.
Mexican Village restaurant. That sounds good.
Josie, you love Milo and Otis, and that's a scary movie.
Look at those cool statues,
Pretty much on
Austin.
you guys. I am cool.
Oh, those are freaky. Those
Now,
are
I don't
interesting.
remember a whole lot of Milo and Otis because it's been a long time since I've watched it. But there's one specific scene that just always stuck with me. The dog is in, the woods at night, crossing a river.
Yes?
And I think it's where my fear of birds came from.
Oh, no.
Because
We're all discovering stuff today.
there's an owl in the tree, right? And you know how owls can do that thing where they turn their heads completely
Sideways.
360
Uh-huh.
to look around? They zoomed in on that while that was happening, and the narrator was like, Milo is now crossing through the river. The owl is looking for him. And I'm like, and the owl is looking for him.
Milo's crossing the river. Well, the owl looks
Pretty
for
amazing.
him.
Oh my god.
I think that's where my fear of birds came from.
Makes
Makes
sense
me want to
now.
watch Arthur.
Now we're getting all philosophical. This is going to sound weird, but I think about my life in bed, and I divide it into segments, right? So years 1 through 12
Just go to sleep.
years 1 through 12 is innocent childhood, right? Those were the happy years.
Oh my god!
I would say 2013 is really where things changed, and
Use the right lane
It's
to
called
take
puberty,
a slow right
Austin.
turn on
no,
Silver
wait,
Lake
let me
Boulevard.
explain.
Puberty.
It is puberty,
Yeah,
yes.
of course.
And that was definitely where I was at my darkest. And you have to keep in mind, going into 2013,
He ran it. I should have ran it.
I had just lost
No.
Papa and Tony a few months ago.
Oh, that
Yes.
was a hard
That
year
was a
for
hard
you.
year. And you know what came to save my life?
Silver
I
Lake.
may be embarrassed of it now.
Homestuck.
Homestuck saved my
Yeah.
life.
But
It
now
was-
you laugh at it.
Now I laugh at it. But you know
Wish
what?
Luna could have got out of that.
I respect it.
Fandom.
I respect it for what it
Is
was.
that a yard sale over there?
and
Or no,
happy
that's a
it came to
house?
me Because
What? We're listening. Keep
You see
talking.
it over there?
I was
That's a homeless person.
I was digging through all my
That's
old
a house.
photos last night. I imported all my old photos from my Nintendo DS. And it's tons of photos of me with those horns and that gray makeup.
Yeah, you could have warned a girl. You sent me pictures the last time I visited my mother in the hospital.
Yeah, I know,
I
right?
was like, oh,
I
I
have
haven't
those
seen
on
these
there.
photos.
I want you to have them.
Surprise.
But if she looks horrible. I'm not
I want you to
posting
have
those.
them.
I want them, but I don't want to post them.
They would have been lost to time.
Well, you don't have to
need
post
them.
everything.
Just keep
Not
it.
everything is for public consumption.
That would have
I
been
like
lost on my
posting.
Nintendo DS. But anyways,
Oh my God.
if you look at those photos with Papa,
Yes.
I look so sad. I have a photo of me crying into a pillow I sent you.
Oh, I saw that photo too.
And then if you look at the photo of me in the gray makeup, I've got the
In a
biggest
quarter
smile in
mile,
the world. I
turn
look
right
so
to merge
happy.
onto US
And it's
101
only like 6
South.
months later.
It was actually Adventure Time that brought you around, not
Yes,
Homestuck.
you know what?
Just
You're
gonna say
right.
it.
No, you're
That
right.
was first.
I would say it melded into one another.
It did, but it started.
No, it
with
started Adventure Time. I would actually date it. I would say October 26th
Use
is
the
the day
right
of my
lane
life.
to
Before
merge
you
onto
already
US
know where you
101
went.
Do you know what
South.
happened on October 26th?
Simon
That was the day I discovered time travel.
That was the day I remember you out on
Yeah,
television.
that's what I
Yeah.
thought.
No, that was more important than Homestuck.
Turn
That
right.
that episode changed my life.
I was in my bathroom hanging a clock. The porcelain was wet.
So-
I slipped and fell and hit my head. And when I came to, I had a revelation.
June 6,
Oh my God, we're
2000
getting on the freeway.
to October 26, 2012 is
Not moving at
childhood.
all. But we're getting
Those
on it.
those times. Once you hit October 26,
don't
you
have to
enter
stop
the
at this
teenage
line.
years,
They don't?
right?
No,
Oh, you could have told me that.
well, I just did.
And I'm starting to think I've entered the third era of my life.
The
without
third
realizing
era of
it.
your
Third
life.
era.
This is it. Wait till he gets a
Besides
girlfriend. What
11
era will that be?
I keep thinking, but it's not happening.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Let's get into that later.
In
But
1.8 miles,
the
keep
difference,
left
though,
onto US 101 south
is
toward I-5 south.
with Adventure Time and Homestuck and Team Fortress, right? The three big things that ruled my life.
Yeah.
Those were all distractions to keep me away from my fears and my teenage life in school. Pretty colorful distractions. Things I consumed like crazy, making costumes.
Well, you know what they
buying
say?
stuff.
It's a world of laughter, a world of fears, a world of hope, and a world of
There you
tears.
go. But I start noticing a distinct change, right?
Uh-huh.
Right after last spring, when I get into the Pittsburgh era,
Pittsburgh.
right?
Uh-huh.
All of a sudden, when I play Night in the Woods,
Oh my God, he's
I don't
talking
want
about
to
it.
consume that.
You're so much like your mother. She goes through these same manias.
But no, let me explain.
And they're all encompassing.
Yes, but
And while she's in them, they are the focus of
yes,
her
that's
universe.
true. But Night in the Woods,
What are you trying to say,
I don't.
I'm saying that
consume.
he's a chip off
Like,
the old mother block.
I don't really know anything about the creators of the
Must be why
game
he's so
besides their
amazing.
names. I don't know much about it. I don't look into it. I just enjoy the game. Because when I play Night in the Woods, instead of consuming it, I want to make something.
Yeah.
I am making my own things, my own comic books, my own projects that you will soon find out about near the end of the year. They will
Coming
happen.
soon.
Yes.
There's a car coming on the freeway.
I'm making my own stuff
That's a Lamborghini.
that's
I
original.
like it. It looks like it would drive right under
That's
this truck.
what, about $200,000 car?
Yeah.
Night in the Woods has made me realize
I have to live
I
in it
want
if
to
I bought
make
it.
things. And these are
It's
the
not
types
big
of
enough to
things
live in.
I want to make.
It's very tiny.
Same price as a house, though. Well, not here. of
Okay.
course.
Riverside.
And this is going to also sound crazy, but I think most media disappoints me. Like, Homestuck's ending sucked.
It's brand new. It doesn't even have
And
a
it's
license.
depressed the heck
Look
out
at
of
Seen
it.
it for a test drive.
Is that what he's
Voltron's
doing?
ending
Oh, look at
sucked.
him.
Why you would take a car that can go 100 miles an hour on a freeway that doesn't
Going
move?
5 miles
When we
an hour.
find something good, we make it our world.
I guess people will get out of your way because they're terrified of
And we
hitting
make
it.
this
Yeah.
version of it that we like, that it won't end on, that it won't satisfy us, right?
Because we spend all this time getting attached to certain characters in certain episodes and expanding on
Car's
those characters
loud.
in
Why
those
is it so
episodes.
loud?
So I've kind of
She'll
found
pay attention.
that the only way to satisfy myself and my Asperger's needs is to create
I
my
don't
own
like where
world.
this is going. Oh, okay.
My own characters, my own storylines. I have reference sheets and Google Docs. Like, I can't just sit down and write a premise for a book. I have to make a world. That sounds crazy, right?
No, it sounds like the creative
Well, this is a
process.
nice car, too.
I'm working on this
Nice cars
graphic
around
novel.
I like the one that just passed. I
Right.
want to paint
Look
that.
at that black one. What was that?
It's a Corvette.
I won't say much about it, except that it is about an awkward teenage girl who's in Pittsburgh who comes to California to find these fish people, right? I know that sounds crazy.
Not at all for
But-
you, son. Not at all.
Like, it's about planning
The
Is it
characters.
called
Lamborghini is going to go catch up with the
The
Corvette.
fish that saved Pittsburgh?
I'm not giving a
I wanna
name.
see
I
the
don't want to
person driving
stolen.
the Lamborghini.
I have a name. It's a really good name, but I'm not saying it.
I'm not saying it's a surprise.
I don't want it stolen from me, but I'm not saying much about it. And I have several ideas for comic books. And here's a fun one. One of them I want to do. And I want to do this pretty soon, like within 2 years I want to make this one. Whenever I would have a tough shift at the place I work, which I won't disclose because I don't want to get in trouble. Does that sound too crazy? Or can I say it?
You can tell that you sell drugs for that guy
Yeah, I
Julio.
know, right? I write it into like a comic book script format, and I'm turning it into a comic book. So all of the angry people I've rang up have become characters in my comic book I'm making.
Oh,
Isn't that weird?
that's kind of weird.
But you know what? It helps me cope with it.
Good.
Whenever I get a guest that's like really angry at me, I'm like, you're a character in my comic book now. It's true. And I have pages of this I've written. And I'm turning it into a story that I want to publish in a few years.
All right.
Not a book, but like a comic book with characters.
Josie, do you have anything to share? You're awful quiet.
I'm opening up.
Okay, I'll open up. then.
Tucker Family Therapy
Yeah.
and Traffic.
There's more stuff I'm making.
Don't
that
they
I have
all
to
want to
keep
hear about
secret.
my beautiful American doll I just bought?
I've realized my problem when it comes to my manias here.
Uh-oh.
Because when I like something, I think we made it obvious this whole cover. We like something, we really like it.
It's
which
true.
is great.
That's just what we do.
Because I like putting everything I own into like one fandom or one. But my problem is,
Oh, someone's texting
I
me.
get-
Is it Carl?
so attached to the people behind it and the people in it and the characters that when any of them do something wrong, I feel like they did something wrong to me.
You've
take it personal.
encountered a problem that encapsulates all of social
That's why
media.
I only like fake people,
And
so
that's
that
it.
won't happen.
Pretty much every creator
Not
of
real.
content is a spoiled little
Fictional.
brat who complains. It's true. If you find a video game, a movie, or TV show
Nobody
you like,
in Genoa City will ever
and you look up who makes it, you find out they're awful. That's why I want to make my own content, because I can only satisfy myself.
And I also have this thing where when I like something and then it ends badly, my brain automatically, like, something flips in it and I have to hate it. Anytime I get out of a fandom, I have to dislike it and make it obvious that I dislike
I
it.
really do like this time change. It is 6:05 right now, and look how bright and sunny it is.
It's terrible.
Well, for someone that hates to drive in the dark, I am thrilled that it is still this bright and sunny since your dad over there is not up to driving
The
yet. We're all
president
sore
says you
shoulder.
should just leave it the way it is.
like this now,
Yeah.
but will it always
Mhm.
be this way? I saw that he said that.
Let me
I'm
just
down.
say-
I'm down with the keeping it this way.
Let me
Longer,
just
lighter
say-
days.
Josie,
that-
the only man you should put on a pedestal is your daddy.
Yeah.
That's it. Everybody else will let you down.
Oh, wait, I would end Keanu Reeves.
Listen,
Good guy.
listen.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
Like random. I'm Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
He is a really good guy.
Just want to say thanks.
Yeah, good example, Austin.
Only believe in your dad
It's
and
just
Keanu
been your
Reeves.
dad.
Keanu Reeves. That's a t-shirt right there. Or bumper
Those are the only
sticker.
people you can trust in this
Well,
world.
the girl a daddy can believe in is Keanu Reeves.
Josie, men are rats. They're worse than that.
Rats.
They're fleas on rats.
They're
They're
amoebas
amoebas on fleas on rats.
That's
They're
the
so low
lowest
even the dogs to bite.
What is that supposed to be, that
It says,
billboard?
I love L.A.
But it's a... Oh, that's what it's supposed to be? I love L.A.?
I
It
guess.
should have get an I, not a person.
Well, he's a
Here's
guy.
a random complaint about I Love LA, because that's a Randy Newman song. Let me complain about it.
I like
I-
that song.
I know you
I
do.
am now
It's your dad's
obsessed
song.
with a band known as Weezer.
Oh, no.
Exactly, guys.
No.
I
The
freaking love
Tuckers who like
Weezer.
Weezer, you're the only one.
Oh,
you don't understand.
man.
I haven't met a single person besides Austin who likes Weezer.
You need to get over at least 2 lanes to the left.
Rhonda did
I
not
found
tell
out
me
about
she
that.
did. She said keep to the left.
Oh, she did?
Yep.
Okay, I'm coming over. You see me taxi?
Is this still recording, by the way? I don't want to lose this. This is the best episode ever.
We're working on it.
I don't know, but he is downloading me over. Look at, I'm coming whether you got choices.
Can you
That's
check
what
if
I
it's
thought,
recording?
buddy. That's what I thought.
It's going to happen, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, he
I wouldn't
didn't
mind
like
splitting it in two so
but
we
I
don't
did.
lose it.
See? Is this lane okay or more?
Is it
It's still
going?
recording.
Okay, good. I don't want to lose this.
Rhonda, I need you.
You're fine here.
I discovered the Africa
Let's see what
cover
happens.
last summer, right?
Uh-huh.
And I've had the sweater song on my playlist for a while. I love the sweater song.
I got over
Sweater
again.
song.
If you want to destroy my sweater,
If you want to destroy my sweater.
yeah, that's a great song.
That's a song.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways, I listened to
Well,
both
best
of
time to
those.
wear a striped
And
sweater.
you know YouTube's stupid algorithm, right?
onto US 101
They
South
recommended
295 South.
Okay,
Weasel's
Rhonda.
new single that came out last October, Can't Knock the Hustle. I listened to that and hated it. I thought it was awful. I'm like, this is garbage. God, I hate modern music.
We're going to talk music. We should talk about that new band I've discovered.
We'll get to that moment. Let me talk about Weezer. So, next day at school, I'm walking on my walk, and I'm just going to myself like, hasta luego. Hasta. That's the song. It's in
my
Spanish, right?
Oh, that's Spanish.
Hasta
Austin,
luego.
You're so many people who speak Spanish are watching this. Please tell Austin how awful you're doing.
That's the song. Look it up. Weezer hasta luego.
Okay, well, what? Go ahead.
And I was singing it to myself like, I thought I hated this song. I listened to it again, love this song.
Freaking love it.
And then they released the
Hasta
other
luego,
one,
baby.
Die Die You Zombies.
Oh.
I loved it.
Stay left. You hear? She just told me stay left.
So I'm like, if I like the new stuff, maybe I should go back and listen to the old stuff. This is where the Asperger's goes in full force.
Full
When
force.
I find a band, I have to listen to every album
I
they
know that
produce in
about
order.
you, yes.
Like, I'm nuts
Chloe.
like that.
Yes, everyone you ever listened
Yes.
to.
But listening to Weezer is like going through a comic book series. They have ups and downs. There's story arcs in their music. They overcome adversity.
They're not good. I'm sorry. We don't have to agree.
The Green
Most
album
of our
is
music
amazing.
is
1.7 miles.
I really...
Onto US 101 south toward I-5 south.
Got it.
I was listening to the Christmas song last Christmas because I was making this Christmas playlist of alternative Christmas music. I really like Christmas. Don't ask.
This is the music you listen to, Austin?
I love Christmas music, and I was looking for alternative Christmas music. Blink-182 has a great Christmas song, The Offspring, and I listened to Weezer's, and I was hooked. And then afterwards, YouTube autoplayed, what's it called? Oh my god, my brain fart right now. No Other One from the album Pinkerton by Weezer. When I heard that, my mind was blown. It was the greatest song I'd ever heard. So from there, I listened to all of Pinkerton, and I discovered Buddy Holly, one of the greatest songs ever. That song is so good.
How about the Monkees' new Christmas album that the West got?
That's a great album.
It's a great album.
This is going to sound crazy, but this is a fun little thing. Is I've always been really insecure about wearing glasses. I used to hate wearing glasses. Weezer has made me accept my glasses.
Good, that's good.
The frontman, Rivers Cuomo, rocks those big, round, rectangle glasses.
Buddy Holly rocks big.
Yeah, well, he looks just like, that's the song. Ooh, you, I look just like Buddy Holly. That's the song. He's singing about how he looks like Buddy Holly. He's like a...
Every day, it's getting closer, faster than
I think it stems from my love of the Ramones. I've always loved the Ramones. I friggin' love the Ramones. But I'm gonna be honest, I am not the Ramones. I don't have the long hair. I bathe often.
I have not.
I am naughty Ramones. I'm Ramones with round glasses, and I'm...
big noses.
And you know what? I think Weezer is punk rock nerd. It's me. It's Ramones. It's the leather jacket. It's the bad boy attitude. But you have glasses.
Austin
and you're
has
very nice.
a bad boy attitude.
It's like punk rock nerd music.
Punk rock nerd.
In the Garage is such a great song.
Aesthetic?
Yeah.
That's your aesthetic.
Some of the lyrics, man.
Punk rock nerd.
I've got Kitty Pryde and Nightcrawler 2.
He needs a t-shirt that says punk rock nerd.
Their music is just like, it has blown my mind. I love it. I love their new stuff. I love their old stuff.
So I like.
How often can I say that?
I like a new song. Tell me a song.
Okay, now this band.
They're new. I think I just.
No. If you're talking about Hosier.
Yes.
Hosier's brand new, brand spanking new. Yes. He had one song a few years ago.
Church Bit song been out?
3 years, 4 years? And that's it. That's his only release until like 4 days ago. He's brand new. He's charting for the first time this week. Like, you picked the perfect time to get into him. He's probably going to tour for his first time. So you could see him when he's young.
You need to go.
Yeah, I know. Hosier's a brand new artist. He was just signed on by Sony.
You're murdering that.
And he's like...
Hosier?
He's like...
I think they're called
Hosier?
I don't think it's Hosier.
No, I think it's Hosier.
You know who he is?
I don't know.
He is man Adele. He's dude Adele. He's got that Adele-like voice where everything he says is like screaming. But in a good way. He's got a very wide vibrato.
So it makes me want to cry. It makes me want to go to church.
He's kind of like a pastor in a way. He screams his songs, and the passion...
What are you doing? This car is really
The passion he has behind his words, you can't help but admire that. Like, I'm really not a fan of modern music. I think most modern artists completely hack it. I think modern music is so bad. But I like this Hosier guy.
Stay in the second or third lane from right.
You're fine.
You can tell.
We're fine, Jeff.
Oh, God.
But look, it's showing that I'm eventually going to go right.
Yes. Yes.
Should I be more that way?
It's a double exit.
Okay.
You're fine.
Anyway, Hosier's great. His new album, which you're not going to find anywhere, it's sold out everywhere.
I'm looking up how to say it.
The new album
I think I'm right.
is called Wasteland, baby, with an exclamation mark. It charted at #1.
I may not even like the rest of her stuff. It may be a one-song wonder, but I like
I
it.
listened to the album and I liked it. I thought all of it was great. I thought it was really
Does
good.
it all sound like that same sound?
Yes, he has one distinct sound. And you know what? That's to his detriment, that he only has one sound.
What is that up there? Metrolink?
Uh-huh.
The subway thing?
Yeah, it's a
We
subway.
don't come to LA much. This is all foreign to me. I'm all, what the heck is
We
it?
come to LA all the time.
No,
Thanks to this
we're not coming
American
way.
grill store.
I think we go a different way every time we come to, I swear.
This is the normal way, yes.
This whole rant about music started because Weasel came out with a song called Living in LA that I really don't like because it's about how great living in LA is.
Some people love this place.
Well, yeah, because Wibbles Cuomo...
If you lived here in a nice neighborhood and didn't have to drive around, you'd be fine.
Okay, because Wibbles Cuomo probably has a net worth of like $1 million and it's fine. He doesn't even live in LA, he lives in Malibu. I don't count that.
I'm feeling like I need to go right.
This city, they've cut roads and everything to the point where...
Go right again? Jeff, I'm fine. Can you just tell me if I need to go right?
Yeah, get over one more if you
Thank you.
can. They want you to ride a bike and live 2 minutes from your workstation. They don't want anybody in a car in this city.
I think
Instead of building more roads, they do what's called a road diet and take away the roads.
Be careful, Mom.
Nuts, you're fine here. You're fine here. 5 South, you're fine here.
No one's nice in LA.
I immediately left and go, someone's calling. Who's calling on our drive home?
It's Josie's school.
Oh, let it go. No, we're back. No, you have to hit the little button right here. See? Yeah, you don't have an iPhone.
Can you just drive the car?
I'm driving just fine.
Oh, God.
Now, to be fair, the other song, the
I
one I
want
was...
to hear more about Weezer.
The song I was singing
Are they playing
earlier,
in Pittsburgh?
Hasta Luego.
Hasta Luego.
It's called Can't Knock the Hustle. That is a song about the slums of LA, and I do like it.
Hasta Luego.
Yeah, he did.
He sounds like the Terminator. Hasta Luego. Hasta
And
la vista,
also,
baby.
if you want to go on about the whole Pittsburgh thing,
Continue on to
I
I-5
think
South.
I think Night in the Woods was the spark that ignited the keg, but it was everything at once. Because guess what? Literally 2 weeks after I hardcore get into Weezer releases a song about Pittsburgh.
Oh my God.
What are the odds?
That's called Kismet, man.
So like the moment I get into them, they release a song about Pittsburgh.
In 2 miles, continue
It's
on
like
to I-5 South.
everything at once converged in my life and pointed me
You're
to
fine
Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Everything told me to go to
Everything's
Pittsburgh.
pointing you to Pittsburgh.
Alright, I'd like to interrupt.
All roads lead to
Oh, Josie
Pittsburgh.
wants to interrupt.
I just watched an interview with him. He pronounces it Hosier.
Hosier.
Take off, you hosier.
But
Really? What's a
he
Hosier?
said it has French origin, and in France they call it Hosier.
Hosier.
What the hell does it mean? I don't understand.
I don't
It
know.
means basket of
Did he
needles.
tell you why he named it that?
No.
Oh, sometimes they explain.
I'll Google that one too.
Take off.
Just go to YouTube and type in Hosier. I would say buy the new album, but you're not gonna find it. They haven't had it in any store I've seen it. It's gone. It's sold out.
Forget about it. It's
Forget
sold
about
out. They made 6 of
I
them.
get it.
It's just weird. I've never, like, if you look at the top 10 Billboard, it's all best of. It's like best of John Lennon, best of Michael Jackson, best of the Beatles, best of George Michael. Number 1, Hosier. Jose, whatever his name is. Like, this guy is outselling everyone.
Because it's a good song.
No, it is good. I'm just happy we have a new musical artist that's different. I think it's good for the industry. I think a lot of good will come of this guy succeeding. You're going to get more people like Adele.
Oh, yeah.
I think he made it up because when I type it in, the only difference that comes up is a person who deals in hoses for Hosier.
think that's it.
Last year was really bad for pop music. It was awful. Everyone's albums bombed. Justin Timberlake had his first bomb.
So good. And then we got on the 5.
Ariana Grande released a new album and it's really good.
Ariana Grande is the number 1 pop star in the
She's
world.
doing so good right now,
Which only-
and her songs are so good.
Which only
Do
worries
not
me
like
about the
her.
pop industry.
She's a horrible human.
I read a statement that made me so
Whether
angry.
even if she was good, I wouldn't like her because
Oh
she's
my
a horrible
god.
human.
I watched the critics say that Ariana Grande and that song, what is that song? Where she's in a Christmas outfit going, yeah.
Wow.
It's like...
Thank
so,
you, next.
Yes, that's what it's called. He basically said that's the modern What's Love Got to Do with It, a Tina Turner of all era.
Whatever.
Which I completely disagree with on every
you
way.
Put those two people in any
I agree.
category together.
I know.
Thinking.
He was comparing a one-hit wonder temporary pop idol to arguably one of the greatest artists who will ever live, which I think is
One Hit
insane.
Wonder. All of her songs.
Okay, I'll
Do
give
you
her
know that on the
She's
top
famous.
10
She's
list,
popular.
all 3 of her
Josie,
hits are on it?
In
So
15
she's definitely not no Tina Turner.
in 15 years, Tina Turner will be as well known as
I don't even know who that is, dude, but I know who Ariana Grande is.
The Spice Girls? She's the Spice Girls. I mean, she's nothing. In 15 years, she will have no legacy.
Ariana Grande has been on 2 TV shows leading up to her career. In 15 years, every kid's gonna know who Ariana Grande is.
In 15 years, people are gonna look back at Lady Gaga and Adele and Hozier.
And Ariana Grande.
No, she won't. She doesn't.
Dude!
She does.
Hozier has 1 song. She has like 3 albums, and they're all best-selling.
They won't stand the test of time, though. They don't sound timeless.
She's not a test-of-time person, huh?
Not like Tina Turner is.
I agree.
You listen to What's Love Got to Do with It. That song could be 70 years old for all you know. It's a timeless song. It will last forever.
All I'm saying
Tina
is
Turner
that
supporter back there.
with how popular she is now and how popular
it's
she's
cold,
been in
huh?
her past, you just can't forget
I
about
I love
Ariana
Tina
Grande,
Turner.
dude.
I can tell you're in pain.
If you ever want to hear just like...
3, you should be feeling better.
If you ever just want to hear the best music by the most talented people ever, look up 1988 Tina Turner and David Bowie performing together.
Oh, yeah.
It's like watching God on stage. They're just so amazing.
South.
Yeah,
They did a lot of great
continuing
work
at
together.
4 miles an hour, lady.
Is this where one of us is supposed to step out and like dance while the car goes?
Traffic.
What's it called, Josie?
The Kiki Challenge.
The Kiki
Now, I will
Challenge.
agree with everyone in the world that Drake is not talented whatsoever. He is the worst. And I've never met someone who liked Drake. Like, I don't think he has fans. People listen to him ironically.
I would take the time to diss Drake, but I'm too busy dissing Post Malone to even care. My relationship with Post Malone is, whatever his name is, infamous.
Lamone.
He is the most untalented hack to ever enter the industry.
In 2 miles.
Drake is friggin'
take the
Tina
exit
Turner
merge
compared to
onto
Post Malone, for all I
I-710
care.
South Twitch.
What do they want me to do? Why are they trying to get me
You know who the real MVP
They're
is?
having to take the
Do you guys
710s,
know
the
that
91.
Kids Bop's on their 40th album?
2 miles, I can get over in time if you want me to.
It's up to you.
I don't care what anybody says. Kids Bop is number 1 in my eyes.
Do I
You're still
listen
on
to
the fastest
Rhonda?
route.
There's a hazard.
Or
No,
Dad.
she's telling you there's a hazard ahead.
So I should listen to her.
No, the hazard's on the 710, it looks like.
What? She wouldn't tell you that.
It's that way instead of this way. I would just stay on the 5. When you miss the 710, she's going to reroute you.
All right. Hazard ahead. 2 miles. Okay.
That means somebody dropped something in the road.
Hazard's
They
not
dropped a Weezer album.
It's great music, man.
They dropped a Hoser.
If we're on the topic of music,
Look, here's the thing. I think in order to broaden our minds, we must try new things. I always believe in trying new
The
things.
driver should not yell.
New food, new books, new entertainment. And I listen to a lot of sad British music from the late 80s and early 90s.
Oh
like,
my God.
a lot of it. And you know what? Sometimes you can sit down and you're like, I want to hear something new. I want to try something new. I tried listening to a ton of Green Day, The Offspring. I even tried listening to Harvey Danger, who I like. And Weezer was the band that clicked. That was the one. By the way, Green Day's new stuff sucks. What happened to them? Billy Joe Armstrong he's a talentless hack now. Just like Eminem and Justin Timberlake. They all lost their shine.
Eminem was good at
But
one.
Weezer produces great stuff still. The new Weezer stuff
Close
is
around
so
great
good.
stuff.
You just don't know good music. Their new
Are you Broadway?
I would say Weezer went from punk rock Nord
Fan.
to punk rock Beach Boys. They're very Beach Boys now. They've got that
I'd like to take a minute to talk
soft
about
sound
Broadway
that I
now.
like.
Josie's turn to talk about Broadway.
Josie's gone completely Broadway.
Very
You guys think I'm crazy with my Pittsburgh obsession? All she talks about is Broadway.
Broadway music is so good because you could listen to like one soundtrack and you hear a complete story from start to finish.
We're at 48 minutes. Should we stop and make this a second part? I really don't want to lose any of this audio, and I don't know if it's been recording.
It's been recording. I can click stop.
Make it a part 2.
Thanks for listening by Grandthar's Hammer. We'll be back with another episode. Live long and prosper. May the force be with you. So say we all. Hey, hey, hey.
Good night, future boy!